Сьогодні я можу сказати, я маю потребу. Потребу у захисті нашого неба. Потребу у вашому рішенні.
Вот они собираются F-16 поставлять. Поменяет это? Нет.
Amid the intensified battles between Ukraine and Russia, the U.S. is finally successful in convincing its European allies to deliver F-16 jets to Ukraine. Denmark, Norway, Belgium, and the Netherlands are delivering the long-awaited jets. The exact number is not revealed, but presumably will be above 80 and arrive in several batches. Now, the question that arises is whether these F-16 warplanes would change course of the war in favor of Ukraine, or is it another push by the U.S. to keep Ukraine in the game in Washington's battle against Moscow?
Ukraine can and will stop Putin.
The U.S. has been even pushing NATO to admit Ukraine to the alliance, but many members are reluctant as nobody wants a direct confrontation with Russia.
About F-16, it's also to me. You address to me question, or to you? F-16, no. Answer, please.
The F-16 seem to be part of this policy as Ukraine in the battlefield may not gain what it expects from these complex yet second-handed and ailing machines. First, let's have a look at the air forces of both countries. Russia, so to speak, has an undeniable dominance for accommodating more than 10 times the aircraft in its air fleet. Most importantly, Russia has 809 fighter aircraft, whereas this number is just 78 for Ukraine. Another remarkable problem for Ukraine is the fact that its air fleet is ailing. Its newest combat jets are from the 1990s. Plus, most of these jets were staying in the storage prior to the war. So, Ukraine needs to refresh its warplanes in order to prevent Russia's aerial dominance. But this is not an easy task at all. Let's have a look at the benefits and disadvantages of the F-16s. First, Ukraine will be replacing its losses. It had 145 combat jets in 2022, but this number is estimated to be around 78 now, because these jets were insufficient to cope with those of Russia's upgraded ones. Second, with more powerful radars and better jamming resistance, the F-16s will detect Russian aircraft and enabling attacks from longer distances. Third, F-16s, described as Swiss Army knives, can carry any air-to-air missiles such as AIM-120 AMRAAMs, allowing Ukraine to carry out more accurate strikes. In this way, these jets may boost Ukraine's preventive skills as well. Yet, F-16s come with their own disadvantages. First, they are not upgraded versions, which means that they have not undergone required modernization to cope with Russian jets and air defense systems. Second, their arrival may provoke Russia further. Russian President Putin, pointing out that these jets can carry nuclear warheads, said their locations would become legitimate target. So Ukraine may even keep some of them in Poland.
Во-первых, если они поставят F-16, об этом говорят, пилотов готовят, я думаю, что вы это понимаете, как никто другой, лучше других. Эта ситуация на поле боя не поменяет.
Third, Ukrainian pilots need a solid training to get adapted to the US-made jets after flying with Russian-made ones for decades. Some pilots have received training, but it doesn't look sufficient. Also, the maintenance and providing spare parts are remaining as problems. It looks like the F-16s will help Ukraine increase its aerial power, but are far from rendering a decisive superiority. Instead, the U.S., that obviously wants this war to keep going, will have one more military means to confront Russia, but not through its own army, but that of Ukraine.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. You're going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin.
Here's the question. If the U.S. wants Ukraine to win this war, why did it not send more modern models like the F-22 or F-35?